The Genius Club with Prairie Pine. Chapter 79. The Moon. New East City. Alex stared at this shocking scene that couldn't even be seen in sci-fi movies. He deeply felt the power of technology. It seemed that this time-space change had not held back the development of technology. Instead, as Ethan Hughes had wished, human technology had achieved unprecedented progress. Although it had taken 600 years for technology to develop to this level, Alex still felt it was a bit lacking. Intuitively, it should have developed to be even more sci-fi than New East City. But this was already very good. At least compared to the technological development in the initial dream, the first dream. The technological level of New East City here was more than 100 years ahead. What a futuristic city. Alex sighed. It's wonderful. Wonderful, my ass. Big Face Cat spat. Their wonderfulness has nothing to do with us. We can't even pick up the garbage they throw away. Alex turned around, looking at the few dim flickering lights in the village. But on the other side, New East City was neon lit, like a fairyland. So bound. Alex turned to look at Big Face Cat. The hibernation pod was successfully developed, right? Hibernation pod? I seem to have heard that name before. I heard there's such a thing in New East City. Big Face Cat said. But what's the use of having these high-tech gadgets? All of this is enjoyed by them. It has nothing to do with us. But why did the world develop into this state? Alex asked. Could it be that the hibernation pod allows those rich and powerful people to achieve immortality in a disguised form? Their wealth will never disappear or be scattered, only become more and more concentrated. And education, knowledge, even ideas and thoughts will be monopolized by the elites. Is it because of this that the current situation has been caused? Or could it be that capable people all go into hibernation, stop struggling, and want to enjoy themselves in the future, so the real society gradually declines? Alex voiced his simplistic guesses. I don't know. Big Face Cat shook his head. I know nothing. Since I was born, even since my great-grandfather was born, the world has always been like this. Alex fell silent. He thought of a sentence he had read in a book. Death is the fairest thing in human society. Only death can fundamentally eliminate class solidification and truly promote the progress of civilization. Okay? Alex nodded. In the era he lived in, there were many cyberpunk-themed games and movies. The worlds depicted in them were probably not much different from the current situation in the dream. Where exactly was the problem with this distorted development? Alex was not a historian or a sociologist. He couldn't figure it out. But, fortunately, technology had still developed as promised. In fact, when considering the unreasonable phenomena in the first dream before, Alex had also suspected. Could it be that the Genius Club had suppressed the development of human technology? Did they kill all the scientists? He had thought about it, but couldn't come to a conclusion. First, he didn't know what the point of doing this was. Second, he didn't know what benefits this would bring to the Genius Club itself. If the white light that arrived promptly at 042 was the signal of the Earth's destruction, wouldn't the members of the Genius Club also die in the white light? So why would they do this? Why not let Earth's technology develop rapidly? Whether it's escaping Earth to find a new home or using technological explosion to confront the aliens who destroyed Earth. There was no need to restrict the development of human technology at all. But that was all in the past. The first dream, where human technology had no development and stagnated for 600 years, had completely disappeared. In its place was the second dream in front of him, a future world after the time-space change, with rapid technological development. The gap between the rich and the poor and unbalanced development were issues in the field of sociology. From the perspective of scientific progress alone, because of the public release of Ethan's paper, the technological level of the future world had indeed achieved a leap forward. Alex squinted his eyes and looked at New East City a few kilometers away. Various sizes of cars flew in the air. Robots were everywhere in the city. Even the 100-meter-high steel outer wall was covered with various high-tech equipment that couldn't be understood. This might be a good era, or it might not be. But at least in this era, there was no resistance restricting the development of human technology. It was very likely that even the Genius Club itself no longer existed. That wall. Alex pointed to the 100-meter-high wall surrounding New East City and asked Big Face Cat, "Can you get in?" Big Face Cat shook his head. "Is there no way at all to get in?" Alex continued to ask. "Your daughter's dream is to live in New East City, so even if she studies hard and works hard, she still can't go to New East City?" "No, unless you can blow up that wall." Big Face Cat laughed loudly. "Their place and ours are two different worlds. They look at us like aliens, and we look at them like aliens too." "Okay," Alex said softly. "Actually, even if you don't go to New East City, you live very happily. Brother Face, you now have both children and a happy family. And your father and mother are still alive. You're enjoying the joy of family. If you were really given a chance to go to New East City, you might not even want to go." "That's true." Big Face Cat smiled silly. "Actually, I don't think too much about it. I just take it one day at a time. Besides, life isn't that bad." Alex smiled along. In the previous dream, Big Face Cat's father and daughter were both killed by the Genius Club. Blinded by revenge, Big Face Cat had no choice but to take the path of a bandit, a path of no return. In comparison, this future was already very good. At least the Genius Club should no longer exist. Alex looked at Big Face Cat. "Have you heard of the Genius Club?" "No." Big Face Cat shook his head. "What is that? I've never heard of it. It's said to be an evil organization." Alex explained with a smile. "There are rumors that only the top richest people, the most extreme geniuses, and the most powerful figures can receive invitations to this club. But in fact, this rumor is false. The threshold for joining this organization is much higher than that. To be honest, I don't know what this organization is doing, or what its purpose is. It's too mysterious. So mysterious that it seems to not exist at all. Sometimes I even doubt, is it really an evil organization? Could it be that people have misunderstood this club because of certain things?" Big Face Cat shook his head. "What are you talking about? Can you put it more simply? What exactly does this club do?" Alex shook his head. "I don't know anything either. The only thing I know for sure about them is the club's emblem." Alex raised his right hand, stretched out his index finger, and pointed straight at the sky. "Their emblem is like this, a right hand pointing to the sky." Big Face Cat looked disdainful and snorted loudly. "I listened carefully for so long, and it turns out you're messing with me, making up stories to tease me, brother. I thought you were telling the truth." Alex looked at his right hand, a little surprised. "Have you seen this gesture? Who the hell in the world hasn't seen it? We've been seeing it for hundreds of years. Where? Where? Look up. Alex followed Big Face Cat's gesture and looked up at the sky. On the bright moon's surface, there was clearly a huge black shadow. The shadow was so big that it ran through the entire north and south poles of the moon, almost splitting the jade plate into two. The shape of that black shadow was a right hand stretching out its index finger, pointing straight upward. It was exactly the same as Alex's current gesture.